Hi, welcome to the Play Resource Inspiration channel. Today we are going to be making two multicultural characters. For our first character we will need tissue paper, animal print tissue paper, Pritt stick, googly eyes, some pipe cleaners, a lolly stick, felt tip pens, scissors and some spun paper people. First I'm going to add some Pritt stick. So I'm going to take some tiger print tissue paper here and tear a small strip. You don't need to be too precise about this. And we simply are going to be wrapping our tissue paper all the way around our paper person, like so. Next stage we'll be working on today is to add some arms. We're going to simply be taking a pipe cleaner and wrapping it around the neck. Probably a couple of times will be grand. Give it a little twist at the back. And these pipe cleaners can then be bent into different poses. We're also going to be adding some features. So first for the mouth, we'll be taking our felt tip pen. You can draw on lots of different expressions. I am going to do just a simple smile today. So that's it there. And next I'm going to be taking some of these googly eyes, adding a little Pritt stick onto the back of them. And then we're just going to press that eye on. That's our features added now. Next stage today, we'll be adding some hair to our paper finger puppet. I will be tearing some strips of tissue. You'll probably need about 5 or 6 strips to cover the head. To stick these down, I'm going to be using some Pritt stick glue, and then we can start laying our strips around the head and work the whole way around your puppet. These paper people can be used as finger puppets. They have a hole in the base of them. Can be simply slid onto your finger, or we can insert a lolly stick to turn them into a handheld version. And now we're going to move on to our second character. For this you will need Pritt stick, paper die cut dolls, double-sided tape, googly eyes, split pins, feathers, felt tip pens, card, ribbon and scissors. And from our scrap store you also need some leather. First step we're going to do is to add a headband. I will be cutting a small piece of double-sided tape. Next we'll be taking some feathers. You may need to cut these down just to make them a little shorter. And we'll be laying these along one of the edges of our double-sided tape. And we'll just want to continue working along the tape until it's covered from one end to the other. And once you're happy with all of the feathers, we simply take the other edge of our double-sided tape and we'll be folding it back. So just peel the covering back off it, and then we simply stick this down onto the head of our paper person. To cover this, I'm going to cut a small strip of leather. Don't need to be too precise about cutting it. A thin strip should do, and then we lay that down on top of our sticky double-sided tape. The next stage today, I'm going to be creating the costume. I'm going to be using some scraps of leather. We can use our paper person as a template to draw around. Lift our paper person up and join our lines across. This skirt can then be cut from the leather. The leather is very easy to cut. Once you have your leather skirt cut out, you can also add some details in by trimming off the corners, and we will stick this down using some Pritt stick. Last thing we need to do is to add our armbands. I'm also going to cut some strips from our leather and also add these on using the Pritt stick. And finally, we're going to add some ribbon just to finish. So I take our ribbon and measure across the width of the body. So we're just going to run a small amount of glue across the top of our skirt to stick our ribbon down. And we're going to do the same to create another set of armbands. Finally, today I'm going to be sticking on some googly eyes using Pritt Stick. And for the mouth, I'm going to be cutting a small piece of pink card. And again, I'm going to stick it onto our character. Once the children have finished creating all of their characters, a nice way to display them is in a paper chain. So quite simply, we're taking a split pin, pushing it through the hand of one of our characters and also through the hand of one of our other characters. And for anybody who hasn't used these before, they simply come apart into two pieces and can be folded back to secure them. And this is it finished into a circular banner. All the products I have used here today are available from the Play resource.